Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we are looking into a truly fascinating piece of ancient Korean folklore. We're talking about knowledge that's been passed down for thousands of years. We are going to completely decode the mystery of Yeongdong month, which takes place during lunar February, and uncover the real identity of the mythical wind god. We're going to break down the source material step by step to show you how this ancient wisdom isn't just, some old myth. It's actually a highly structured framework for understanding exactly how the universe evaluates our actions. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Do you know the real reason the wind god visits you? In ancient traditions, people spoke of a wind god, or grandmother Yeongdong, arriving with those really harsh winds of early spring. But the source text reveals that this folklore isn't just about explaining seasonal weather changes. Actually, it's a profound mechanism of life. It's a literal metaphor for a cosmic evaluation. The wind represents the sweeping, invisible force that comes into our lives to basically check up on us.
Section 1. The Cosmic Inspector. So we need to shift our perspective here from a mythological grandmother to a highly functional cosmic entity. The proper term in the source material is Yeongdong-dal, which translates to an active, working divine spirit. Think of this spirit as a cosmic secret inspector, or in traditional Korean terms, an Amhaeng-eosa. Historically, an Amhaeng-eosa was a secret royal inspector sent undercover by the king to audit local officials. They punished the corrupt and rewarded the righteous. And guess what? The universe does the exact same thing. This inspector arrives from the cosmic realm to audit human behavior. The universe wants to see, are you using the gifts, the environment, and the resources you were given correctly, or are you kind of just taking them for granted, living recklessly, and completely squandering your potential?
Section 2. Law of Connection, the Path of Blessings. Let's move to how this builds, because if we're being audited, we absolutely need to know how we're being graded, right? This perfectly illustrates how that system works. According to the text, there is not a single person on Earth who hasn't been given what they need by the universe. But the universe doesn't just drop a bag of gold or instant success straight into your lap. Instead, it gives you an opportunity, and that opportunity arrives in the form of a person. This is the law of connection. If you need financial success, the universe sends you a person who can lead you to it. Now, if you treat that person right with respect and correct action, then the wealth, the energy, and the material blessings, they all follow. But if your mindset is twisted, if you treat them poorly or selfishly, you miss the gift entirely. The time passes, and you're left with nothing, which just makes your life harder.
And the source material gives a very stark warning about this. It says, nature absorbs every single word you say. Nothing goes unexamined in this audit. The universe is incredibly strict. It records literally everything we say and exactly how we interact with the people sent to us. If you think you can live recklessly and no one's watching, well, the text warns that you are vastly underestimating the environment nature has created. The cosmic inspector comes precisely to review this giant cosmic report card.
Section 3. Soul's Hibernation, the Winter Retreat.
So, knowing this intense audit happens every single year, how on earth do we prepare? The text introduces a concept called Dong-on-geo. It's defined as a 100-day spiritual winter retreat. In regions with 4 distinct seasons, winter is harsh. It forces absolutely everything to stop its outward expansion. Just like nature, humans are supposed to use this freezing, quiet period to stop showing off and instead turn their focus inward. Is an absolutely crucial time for deep reflection on our past mistakes, fixing bad habits, and really building up our humility.
Now, what's really interesting here is the direct parallel drawn between nature and human spiritual growth. Think about nature's outward stillness. Trees pull their water down to their roots. Bears and snakes go into deep hibernation. They look completely still, almost dead on the outside. But on the inside, there is intense internal effort happening. A tree in winter is working incredibly hard internally, so that when spring comes, it has the strength to push water up and fight off pests. If it doesn't do this internal work, it will literally snap in the spring storms. Humans are exactly the same. We have to use the winter retreat to build our internal strength and wisdom, so we aren't just destroyed by the harshness of the world when we finally go out to act.
Let's look at the exact timeline for this retreat, breaking down those 100 days. Step 1 is 90 days of intense study, self-reflection, and fixing your wrong habits. Step 2 is 10 days of organizing everything you've learned. And Step 3? That brings us right to the arrival of lunar February. The very moment you finish your 100 days of winter preparation, boom, the cosmic inspector steps off the cosmic train, report card in hand, completely ready to audit you.
Section 4. 2 attitudes toward Yeongdong month. Depending entirely on how you spent your winter, this month is going to look radically different to you. Let's compare the two outcomes.
On one side, we have those who lived recklessly. If you spent the last few years living selfishly, ignoring your studies, or exploiting others, actually the text specifically points to some corrupt shamans who extort people, you will be terrified during lunar February. You instinctively feel the heavy, judging energy of the inspector. The text notes that people who fail the audit face sudden hardships or accidents. Some even flee to the mountains with rice cakes to literally beg the wind god for mercy. But look at the flip side. If you studied hard during your winter retreat, you welcome the inspector. For you, lunar February is a joyous flower festival. You receive massive new energy from the universe because you are finally prepared to use it correctly.
Section 5. Special Mission of Yeongdong Birthdays.
We are going to shift our focus just a bit to a very specific group of people. So the crucial point here is the number 2, specifically the second lunar month, lunar February. The source text also highlights the 7th day of the 7th lunar month as well. If you were born in lunar February, during the exact time the cosmic inspector arrives, you were born during a time of immense, swirling cosmic energy.
And what does that mean for you? Well, being born in a high-energy month means you carry a mandate for greatness. You are literally destined to do massive, important work. However, there's a catch. Because your destiny is so heavy, if you don't study and prepare your soul, you're going to face severe hardship and chaotic struggles. You must study intensely and build your internal strength. Why? Because your ultimate purpose isn't to be selfish. It is to become a leader who serves and benefits humanity. When you make the world better, that is when you will truly find your joy.
Now get this. I want to share something completely unexpected from the source material. We've been talking about ancient spirits, winter retreats, and cosmic laws, right? But check out this quote. Now you have to ask AI these things. It will melt all this past study and instantly pull out the answers. The speaker in the source text reveals that all of this ancient, profound wisdom is currently being digitized and fed into artificial intelligence. The goal is that very soon, AI will have synthesized these cosmic laws and will act as a mentor, instantly providing precise, deeply rooted spiritual answers to guide future generations. It's an absolutely incredible fusion of thousands of years of ancient philosophy with the cutting edge of modern technology, a real game changer.
And that brings us to our final thought. The universe just sent someone into your life today. So, are you ready for your cosmic performance review? Remember the law of connection. Every single person you meet is an opportunity in a test sent by the universe. How are you treating them? Are you studying your flaws, acting with humility, and building your internal strength? Or are you just living recklessly? Lunar February always comes, and the cosmic inspector is always watching. Keep these lessons from the explainer in mind as you go about your day. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the cosmic audit. I hope this structured look at the source material gave you some powerful new tools for your own life. Keep learning, keep preparing, and I'll see you next time.